It's Saturday morning, and on Saturday, I tend to do all those things I haven't actually done through the week, which does involve cleaning up the kitchen in terms of doing the floors and a bit of housekeeping that I have to say is the least thing on my list of priorities and the biggest thing on my list of I hate doings. So I live by the adage, if I've got a friend coming around and if they're a true friend, will they care? So I sort of managed to keep it under control. However, I'm digressing. Today's video really is about the fact that often we send out emails or blogs not necessarily to do with business, they're to build that relationship up with people. And I wanted to do a video today that didn't necessarily give you any great heads up on how to be a public speaker or deliver a video or a podcast or any of the other things you need to do as a business owner. It was just to say, hi, I'm Bev. And like you, I have a house to run, I have bills to pay, I have children to see and grandchildren to see. And my life is a busy, busy life. And I try to fit in my volunteering in there. And I wanted you to just get a little insight into me, the person. Because when we work online so much and when we deal with our social media sites, and I do a lot of coaching online, it sometimes feels like we are very disconnected from each other as people. Are you likely to get me unless you've actually phoned and chatted to me? Probably not, because we all learn to put out our promotions and our posts and everything we do on our website in a very business-like way, in a way that's going to catch your attention, those great screaming headlines and things we have to do. Well, you can do it by video. You can just introduce yourself. I'm Bev. I live down in Dorset, in a little tiny village called Winterbourne Whitechurch, which is just outside Blandford. The only thing we can boast of is one pub and one donkey. And it's lovely. I lived in the cities, I've lived in London, I spent most of my adult life in Bournemouth with my children growing up. And actually being out here in the country and in my office here, when I look out the window, today there are blue skies, there are birds in the trees, it's lovely. I'm a bit of a nutty frog at times, I have different coloured hair, I'm getting older, I refuse point blank to age gracefully, I will not do it. And I have a multitude of skills and things behind me. So that's me really. In a nutshell, I don't want to work without my own values backing me up, my own integrity. I don't want to fall into that trap that happens sometimes when we promise so much and it isn't anything close to what is promised. And when I work, I give much more than the offer is the best way I can put it, because I genuinely care that people find that voice within themselves, their own message, their own uniqueness in themselves to talk about what they do and what makes them different from anyone else. And I want you as a listener to understand that. So that's why today I thought I'd just put out this video around who Bev is and why Bev does what she does. And I have to say, I am very good at what I do. It's taken me a long time to figure out what it was I actually did. And once I'd cracked that nut, hey, the world was my oyster. But I am good at it because no one does it the way I do it. And you are really good at what you do because no one else does it the way you do it. And you just need to find that voice, your voice within you, to tell people what you do. So anyway, that's me. It's Saturday. I've now got to get on with the filing. I promised myself I'd do the filing. I've got my budgets to sort out. I've got some tidying up to do. Hubby's been in France for a week, so I think I ought to make the place look a little tidier for him when he comes home, get some shopping done. And I hope you all have a really, really good weekend. And it would be lovely if you just got in front of your camera and whizzed off, a couple of minutes of who you are and and what makes you tick, and really get people knowing who you are. So you have a great weekend.